This ebook is designed specially for railway and SSC Steno exams. A lot of contractions and advanced physiographics are used for speedy writing. For the convenience of students, this ebook is designed on A4 sheets and it is printable. We highly recommend to practice it thoroughly. You can collect the ebook from the link given in the description box below. The common judgment disposes of 3 criminal appeals, that is Criminal Appeal number 33 of 2018, arising out of Private Complaint Case number 14 of 2015, Criminal Appeal number 34 of 2018, arising out of Private Complaint Case number 31 of 2015, and Criminal Appeal number 35 of 2018, arising out of Private Complaint Case number 30 of 2015. The appeals assail the acquittal of the respondent, the accused person, before the Learned Trial Court by the Court of the Learned Chief Judicial Magistrate, East Sikkim at Gangtok, for the offence under Section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881, for short NI Act, by judgments dated 11/5/2018 in the aforedetailed private complaint cases. The grounds for acquittal were the appellant had failed to prove the ingredients of giving notice as required under Section 138 of the NI Act. The appellant failed to establish beyond a reasonable doubt that a debt or any other liability existed in his favor, that the presumption under Section 139 of the NI Act was successfully refuted by the respondent, hence the appeals. The facts common in all the complaints leading to the appeals may briefly be adverted to. The appellant required finances for his son's incomplete hotel project at Gangtok, Sikkim. The respondent in the month of March 2013 offered to assist him to obtain loan of Rs 5 crores for the said purpose from Syndicate Finance Private Limited, Mumbai. The condition for obtaining such loan was an advance payment of 2% of the capital applied for as processing fees. The appellant agreed to the said proposal and thereafter made over a sum of Rs 12,70,000 only to the respondent in March 2013 in 2 tranches of Rs 10 lakh only and Rs 2,70,000 only for the aforementioned purpose. Later, on doubts emerging about the credentials of the finance company, the appellant instructed the respondent not to deposit the said amounts with the company. The respondent, however, informed him that the deposit was already made. Nevertheless, the amount would be refunded by the month of July 2013. In August 2013, in order to obtain loan for the same purpose from ICCI, Kolkata, a sum of Rs 30 lakh only was again handed over by the appellant to the respondent as promoter's capital contribution. The total amount thus advanced to the respondent by the appellant was a sum of Rs 42,70,000 only when no loans were forthcoming. The appellant demanded a refund from the respondent in April 2014, who promised to repay the entire amount by 31/5/2014 in vain. Following these events, on 7/1/2014, the respondent executed a written agreement, Exhibit 1, acknowledging therein receipt of Rs 42,70,000 only from the appellant in different tranches. He undertook to repay the entire amount, towards which he issued 3 post-dated checks bearing different dates. If you have liked the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing.